Hi, it's Martin, Martin's Engine Services. Right, I'm back on the C-Max and I'm going to try and catch it doing something in the act. Now I've set everything up to have a look at what's going on. I've just this second started it, so we're still in open loop. Obviously there's been no response from the short and long term mixture yet. We've got this repeated. You can't set this up to have everything you want, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just waiting to see if anything happens. It of course started up fine and went up to a good position on the idle, and it's now dropping off slightly. Now bearing in mind I haven't touched the throttle at all. The pedal is obviously remaining constant. It's a shame these are a bit crossed up, but here we got the two accelerator pedal positions. Now I haven't touched these. Now the throttle position sensor is obviously changing as the ECU is bringing the idle down and it starts to warm up. So obviously we started off there, we're down to here, and you can see the slight changes. Again, and this is starting doing the same. So they are ECU controlled at this stage. Now we've had a very minor glitch in the millivolts there and there, but that of course is where I started it up. So nothing's happened there, that's bringing it up. We're still in open loop. I'd like to grab an oxygen sensor as well, but I don't want to mess this lot up. Now surprisingly for this thing, it stayed in open loop longer than normal. It normally switches quite quickly to fuel control. Okay. But it is holding a very steady idle. What I might actually do now is just touch the pedal, see what actually happens without wrenching all the wires out. And there is the absolutely huge flat spot. Now, that's interesting. So obviously these two responded, and likewise, one voltage goes up, one voltage goes down. That's it, they're doing roughly the same mirror images, so that seems to be doing what it should be. See, this is a bit weird. We're still in open loop, but we are starting to get fuel control. So obviously, we're now getting quite a shift in short term, and where's the long term doing? The same with the long term. So why has that not gone into closed loop? I think I'm just going to warm it up a bit and see what it does. Yeah, it's definitely still got the flat spot, but it's stuck in open loop now. Okay. Unless we've just got a data error, let's not fall for that one, because we do have fuel control. Let's find an oxygen sensor. Wait, one went past there. Ah. Right, we've got both the option sensors at the bottom here. Right. Pre-cat 1 switching. 5 to 844 is now switching. After cat is also switching. Let's let this equalise for a moment. So all I can say at this point is Right. So the pre-cat sensor is switching quite happily, as we can see, oscillating quite nicely. Now the post-cat sensor, you'd be hoping sitting around about half a volt, 500 millivolts, sorry. You expect it to be up there, but it seems to be sitting quite high, and we're still, according to this, in open loop. But we definitely have fuel control. Short-term fuel trim is correcting. It's heading towards a zero, near enough zero. You can just also see on the actual throttle position sensor itself, on the throttle body, this constant kind of adjustment going on. It doesn't hold a steady, consistent idle. There's just a very, very slight, you probably can't hear it, but it does just move around a fraction. Now let's just see what these option sensors do. It responds fine when you really stomp on it. It's only when you accelerate gently initially you get that tiny little flat spot, but as it's warming up it's definitely getting better. I mean, the oxygen sensor is switching nicely before the cat, but I have my suspicions. The post-cat sensor is switching quite a lot. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I think I'll let it warm up fully, and we'll see exactly what they do once it's fully hot. I must say, there is a distinct smell of catalytic converter here. That slight, not sulphury smell, kind of it's hard to explain. Sort of carbony smell, I suppose. I mean, it's possible the poor old converter is starting to get a little bit tired, and say this does use a little oil, so it may be heading that way. It's kind of a bit of everything, I think. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause proceedings for a minute before you fall asleep watching me watching a load of lines going up and down. And I'm going to switch scan tools for a minute and just see whether this thing has gone into closed loop or not. And this may just be a data error. Don't be fooled by that. So I'll switch it over and I'll see what happens. Right, we've had a little switch around the scan tools and disappeared somewhere. There we go. Fuel system definitely in closed loop. So I just don't think that was given us right. I've actually, sorry, we're getting confusing here. I've actually came out of the data there and gone back in again, and it is showing on the actual data on here as correct. For some reason it stayed there, so ignoring that one, but everything else concurs. Oxygen sensor switching, fuel control. Now it's warmed up, it's everything has gone completely happy. The rear O2 sensor stopped switching around everywhere, so I'm just thinking that it's probably just got a slightly tyre converter now. So I'm guessing it's all sort of getting to the point where everything's getting a bit ancient and say a bit of oil burning, etc, etc. I'm actually tempted to pull a couple of spark plugs out in a minute, just to have a look at the colour of those and see what the oil situation is like, because it doesn't smoke, it never smoked at all. It's just a little bit of gentle oil burning, I think. So I'm not too sure what to say now. It hasn't done its favourite trick this morning, and of course I knew it wasn't going to do it because I had everything set up to try and catch it. Of course it did it yesterday. So here we go. I think it's a bit colder again tomorrow, so I think I'll leave it outside tonight. I mean, hopefully the MOT goes all right, but even so, I might leave it outside and let it get really cold and just see what it does, because I'm really intrigued now to catch this thing doing it. So, anyhow, I'll leave it at that, I think. I'm sorry this may be a bit confusing video. I mean, it's me trying to read things, watch things, trying to record a video and stand up at the same time. And as you know, that's the full capability of the motor trade used up. So, that's about that. So I think I'm going to have a cup of tea, go and contemplate things for the day, and then see what happens this afternoon on the MOT. So I do hope you've enjoyed this slightly messed up video, but I just hoped I'd catch it in the act of actually doing something, but no, of course not. Still, never mind. So thanks very much indeed for watching. Please like and subscribe, and bye for now.